Fitness Doctor, medicine for your body, mind and soul, mindfulness-based yoga, coaching and therapy. I have done this meditation before the 3-day reset because it gives us a chance to identify our core values and to kind of set some goals for the reset. And also it's kind of in parallel too with the fact that at the start of each yin yoga class we set a sankalpa, and that is part of that is identifying your core values and then setting your value aligned goals. And also there's a lot of research out there at the moment in mindfulness-based therapies, including acceptance and commitment therapy, about the importance of us stopping to align with our values and find our purpose in life and kind of live deeply and find meaningful living. So as Leah knows, that at the start of each of our yin yoga practices we set a sankalpa. So it's kind of the juxtaposition between all of the Eastern science and the and Western medicine now that these things have been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries. And so the way that I explain setting a sankalpa is about maybe being on your sailboat of your journey of life, and your values are your lighthouse. So they're your compass. That's what directs you in life. It keeps you going. And then the little goals that are achievable that you can tick off your list, setting your I don't know, your goals for the week or your goals for the year, setting your New Year's resolutions, they kind of actions, so they are achievable. So I guess if you're in your boat, they are the direction that you take. If you're going to tack, or if you're going to run with the wind, or if you're going to go parallel to the wind, it's kind of the way that you get to your values. And then the sailboat is actually your inner resources. So these are what I call the mind fitness skills. So they are things like grit and determination and self-compassion and kindness. So they are the wheel of the boat, or the navigation system, or the quality of your sails, all of those kind of things. So those are basically the way that we get through life. So to remind ourselves of where our internal compass is, where our lighthouse is, setting actually value aligned goals. Because if we go away from the lighthouse and in the opposite direction, then we're not going to make any way to find meaningful living. And recognizing that we do actually have these inner resources within us, and that if we don't, that we can go and get those sails fixed, and we can learn to sail and be aware of the weather better. And so that's the cultivating of the inner resources, or the mind fitness skills that we do in mindful yin yoga and in my mindfulness coaching as well. So enough of the preamble to why we're doing that, and if you're just wanting to do the meditation to really identify what your core values are, and then we can work on those during the week with your goals. So if you'd like to find a nice comfortable position, there are no rules. You can lie down for this meditation since it's so early in the morning, or you can find a comfortable seated position wherever you may be. Morning, Sarah, yay, we're just starting the meditation. So just feeling, maybe if you're sitting down, feeling the pressure of where your body meets the chair. if you're lying down, feeling the pressure of the sensations of the earth holding you. And then the invitation is to gently close your eyes or to keep them half open, whatever feels comfortable to you today. And perhaps accessing 3 deep breaths. And on the out breath, just letting go of the hustle and bustle that brought you here this morning. Just letting the dust settle. And on the next out breath, letting go of your to-do list. We all get up in the morning writing our mental to-do list, just letting it be. And giving yourself permission to be right here, right now. And knowing that we can anchor ourselves into the present moment with our senses. So bringing your attention to your ears, perhaps being aware of sounds you may hear. You may hear the birds starting to sing in the morning, and then bringing your attention to your mouth, being aware of maybe that morning cup of coffee, that taste in your mouth, then bringing your attention to your nose, being curious about whether you can smell anything, and then bringing your attention to your eyes, maybe being curious of the light and dark behind your eyes, and then bringing your attention to the muscles. Perhaps relaxing all the muscles around your face, back of your neck, your shoulders, and then just greeting yourself with a bit of kindness. That this body of yours has been with you for many years, working hard to lead a happy life. And then bringing your attention to your heart space. And kind of imagining that you are in your elderly years. You're sitting in a lovely garden as you contemplate your life. Looking back to the time between now and then, you feel a deep sense of satisfaction, joy, and contentment. Even though life hasn't always been easy, you've managed to stay true to yourself to the best of your ability. Which core values, which heartfelt desires, which purposes are represented in that life? For example, personal transformation, self-care, tranquility in nature, family, meaningful work, community, creativity. Go through them again. Self-care, personal transformation, meaningful work, family, joyful playing, community, service, and creativity. Just dropping back inside yourself and asking, are there, as or in all common humanity, ways that you may not be living in accord with your values, or in which life seems to be a little bit out of balance? For example, you may be too busy to spend much quiet time in nature, even though nature is your great love in life. If you have several values that feel out of balance, please just choose for the stress reset one of them that feels especially important for you to work on. So I'll say it again. If you do this meditation again, you may want to write it down. So self-care, personal transformation, family, connection, community, joyful playing, compassion, tranquility in nature. And knowing that there are sometimes external obstacles, such as time, and internal obstacles, such as not feeling deserving, and perhaps bringing some kindness to that, why your values might be out of balance at the moment. Perhaps placing a soothing hand on your heart. And then with the core value that you've picked to work on next week, maybe setting some actionable goals. So for example, if your core value is, one of your core values is self-care, some actionable goals may be to find the thing in your day that gives you joy and to do that, whether it's to take a bath or go for a walk or spend time with friends. Maybe it's to be curious about trying yin yoga and meditation, seeing whether it floats your boat. Or it could be making an effort to spend more time in nature. then coming into your body and being aware of those inner resources that will help you achieve these goals. Maybe one of self-compassion and kindness, grit, determination, and courage. Knowing that you do have the resources to make these value-aligned goals for your stress reset. Just gently letting go of that syncopa, letting go of discovering your core values, setting your intention for the week ahead, being aware of your MindFitness skills you already possess. Then gently and in your own time, opening your eyes and bringing yourself back into the room and into the present moment. Perhaps coming back to your senses and finding some objects that you can see in your environment. May your day, bringing your hands to your heart space, may your day be filled with purpose and meaning and peace and tranquility. Namaste. Thank you, glorious woman, for joining me this